Hey guys, what is up, and welcome to today's video where we have hit a very exciting milestone in Marvel Contest of Champions after months and months and months of grinding. So it's something that quite a lot of people have been going for. Some people already hit this target maybe like a month or so ago, and that's I finally got 365,000 loyalty and do have the option to purchase a 4-star Unstoppable Colossus, which I am going to go ahead and do. Now, the grind in particular for this champion has been really difficult the last couple of weeks, because instead of, in my alliance that I'm in, we're running map 5 generally 2 to 3 times a week, which means that on a weekly basis, the donations are 8,000 to, I believe it's 12,000 loyalty, something around that range. And instead of, actually donating loyalty for the last few weeks, I've had to donate using units. And that is a little bit of a pain, having to shell out, 120 odd units every week. So that's part of the reason why I'm also not going for the 5-star Unstoppable Colossus. But in my opinion, in the current state of the game, a duped 4-star Unstoppable Colossus is actually quite a bit better than a 5-star one. So I am very happy just to go ahead, get the 4-star champion, and yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have a look at the champion, look at some of his abilities, and then test out some gameplay. So we're going to do it, guys. There is no turning back after this. Oh my gosh, so ridiculously happy to finally get a 4-star Unstoppable Colossus. Been so lucky, so unlucky, should I say, with those pesky Alliance crystals. Okay, awesome. So he starts on 641 PI. Unstoppable Colossus actually has really low PI in comparison to a lot of champions. But he is still a pretty awesome champion. Let's have a look at some of his signature ability, his synergy bonuses. So he's got Friends with Wolverine, gives him a bit of armor, that's okay. Health with magic, perfect block chance with Cyclops, and crit damage with Juggernaut. I feel like the most valuable one is probably the crit damage with Juggernaut, especially in some of the Juggernaut crit teams. It's kind of good to have the option to sub in, a champion that provides even more crit damage. So yeah, that's pretty decent overall. Let's have a look at some of his abilities. So when attacked, he has a 9% chance to armor up, reducing damage from attacks by 30% for 5.5 seconds. Pretty good. All his attacks have a 9% chance for Fury, increasing your attack by 33% for 4.5 seconds. Pretty decent. So up next we have these special attacks. So much like Colossus, Unstoppable Colossus's damage on special attacks is actually increased by the amount of armor that he has, and obviously he gets armor by being attacked. So again, this isn't too useful when you're playing the champion offensively, but when he's a defender and if you dupe him, this is actually a really good thing to have, because it just makes him hit even harder. And then we have the passive, which means that he's totally bleed immune, which again makes him another really good option for defense, as bleed champions that heavily rely on the bleeding for a lot of their damage are a lot less effective against Unstoppable Colossus. But I really want to test this champion out, do a couple of duels with him. We're not going to rank him up just yet, so we're going to look for some fairly easy duels. Let's actually pop into what is it, the skirmish arena. That's probably going to be the best place to find a fairly, competitive match. So we're going to scroll all the way down. He does have ridiculously low PI though. Oh my gosh, it's just so low. Usually most 4-star champions I pull start up between like 750 to 950. So having 641 is just not that much of a great number. Okay, so we're against a pretty beefy Doctor Strange. He's on 829. He's in his defensive phase at the moment. He's doing alright damage, but it's a little bit hard to tell. We haven't proc Fury yet. Okay, we've got the level 2. That was a pretty good level 2, to be honest. Not bad damage output by any means, especially considering we haven't ranked him up, and also Doctor Strange is a little bit of a beefcake when you first start the match with his defensive stance. Takes considerably less damage than other champions. So yeah, that certainly wasn't bad. Let's see if we can quickly reset the cooldown on Unstoppable Colossus, just using units, and then do that again. So, oh no, he's right down at the bottom. Let's we're gonna have to quickly scroll down there. Okay, oh, maybe not that far down. So let's recharge this guy and then get him in for one more duel. I think I'm probably going to have to grind and invest a little bit more into this champion by leveling him up a bit more before I can see exactly, you know, how good he is at a 4-star level. But I think he's going to be pretty decent. I think he might be joining my Alliance War Defense team, just because the immune to bleeding and also the armor up is just really, really good. Okay, let's see what we can do. Yeah, especially if we can... I'm not too sure if we're going to dupe this guy, because it's really, really difficult to grind that amount of loyalty points, especially with the amount of Alliance Quest donations that you need at the moment. So if I do manage to dupe this guy, it is going to be quite a long time before we do so. But however, if we do dupe him, he's just going to be absolutely insane. Okay, let's use the drop kick. Again, there wasn't too much damage there, but it was quite a beefy guillotine, a 901, and this guy only has about 200 attack, as he's literally just fresh out of the store, which does seem a little low for me, a little low. So I'm just going to have a quick look at a couple of other champions around his PI to do a bit of a comparison, because this guy is actually a little bit weaker than I thought he would be, which is a tad disappointing. Okay, so maybe he's got... Yeah, maybe his attack actually isn't so bad for that level. I'm just looking at my... Yeah, okay. So for that level, it's actually pretty decent. He just is really, really lacking in terms of PI. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a bit of time over the next few days actually ranking up this champion, playing about with him a little bit more and figuring out, you know, exactly how good he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'm pretty happy that we finally, after months and months of hard work, we got our hands on an Unstoppable Colossus. That is really, really cool. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more awesome Marvel Contest of Champions content, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, leave a like. Apart from that, guys, take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.